have spent some time with the Tea Party people. I actually wrote a piece for World Affairs called Tea Party Foreign Policy. And I began the piece by saying, this is a difficult piece to write on 2 counts. There is no Tea Party foreign policy. And on close inspection, there is no Tea Party. Very confused group of people. But nonetheless, I spent some time with people of that Tea Party-ish inclination. And it's interesting, like many populist groups, these people are not terribly articulate, and many of their ideas are still inchoate. However, they grasp the problem that I was talking about gimme rights, or as they're more properly called in political science, positive rights and negative rights. Tea Party supporters are well aware that an expansion of positive rights probably beyond what's wise, certainly beyond what we can afford, is a central problem in our politics, and they are willing at least to face that problem. Now, in the event, say a bunch of them are elected, will they actually show the courage to do something about this? Because it's going to mean sacrifices for all of us in order to contract positive rights. Well, another question. But you know, most politicians simply refuse to acknowledge that just the quantitative size of positive rights in our political system has become a very, very serious burden, and they are willing to face this. So you have to give them sort of credit for looking at a political problem that and becoming very indignant and very concerned about a political problem that doesn't actually affect their daily life. You know, it's not like they're angry about certain abstract principles and certain long-term trends, and that is civic engagement.
Who would you consider to be the leading Tea Party exponent? By which I don't mean necessarily flavor of the week, as Christine O'Donnell in Delaware is.
I don't.
But is there someone in that movement you admire?
Well, there are a number of people that I admire, but I would say that if you were looking for probably core Freedom Works, Dick Armey, that group has probably laid out is probably most coherent and well-reasoned expression of what might be called the.
You wouldn't consider Dick Armey as a Tea Partier. He's been
Freedom Works has been probably the single most influential organization.
I'm saying, but he's a paleo Tea Partier, sure. He's been Dick Armey long before Rick Santinelli declared the existence.
He's identified himself with that group.
Okay. Well, he's a smart guy.
Very closely. There's also a lot of work, a lot of engagement with the Tea Party and and the Tea Party is, it's not so much people who've influenced the Tea Party, it's people that the Tea Party members have gone to for sort of policy guidance. To some extent, the Cato Institute, libertarian think tank. To a greater extent, there's a local think tank in Denver, the Independence Institute, that has been very influential in this. Not so much because the Independent Institute has gone to these people, it's rather that these people have come to them.
More questions?